What if you could build a LEGO Monorail in 2025? Well, today I will showcase how to do just that, and the best part, you don't need to spend $975 to do so. But what makes LEGO Monorail so expensive and a must-want for LEGO train fans? Well, I think it comes down to exclusivity. Over the years, LEGO has only released 3 monorails, excluding the one that never happened. And even worse, unlike LEGO trains, the track system for LEGO Monorails remain exclusive to those 90 sets, meaning it's also super expensive to part out those sets in 2025. The original Airport Shuttle monorail is probably one of the best LEGO sets ever made. Released in 1990, it featured a detailed train, track and airport-themed buildings with 767 pieces and 9 minifigures. It was a dream come true for fans. It included the train. This set was also iconic, making it the perfect contender as one of the most expensive LEGO sets in the aftermarket. LEGO did release 2 other monorails associated with space, but here's the problem. LEGO doesn't make monorail sets anymore. Even worse, they don't make the tracks. And if you want to buy the original $6,399 Airport Shuttle today, it will cost you a jaw-dropping $5,000 on the secondary market for an in-box model. That's way too much for most of us. Fortunately, you don't need to shell out thousands or even $1,000 to enjoy LEGO Monorails in 2025. Let's dive into how you can build one affordably right now. Thanks to the incredible LEGO fan community, you can build a monorail using modern LEGO pieces. Websites like Rebrickable and other fan-based designs called mocks can help you recreate the monorail vibe. If you're looking for a creative way to build your monorail track, why not try the LEGO coaster pieces? These are the flexible track elements, but they don't actually flex, it's just figure of speech. You'll find in sets like the LEGO roller coaster, they are designed to handle curves, slopes and all sorts of dynamic shapes. In my opinion, the LEGO roller coaster pieces are not good for roller coasters. They don't bend, which can make a painful ride in some tight curves when you get to high G-forces. But they make for a fantastic option to create an exciting monorail track. Now, there's the catch. Coaster pieces are built for 2 rails, not 1, so it's technically a dual rail, not monorail. We first saw this in the LEGO Monkey Kid City of Lanterns sets. The set actually included many references to the original Airport Shuttle set. Okay, but how do you build a LEGO monorail in 2025? Well, I have just a thing for you. Welcome to Rebrickable, a website where anything is possible. Here LEGO fans upload their creations or mocks, and fans can buy the instructions. And by using Rebrickable's user-friendly feature, you can easily connect to Bricklink and buy the pieces there. So here we have mock roller coaster train with cladding. This monorail attempts to solve one of the biggest downsides of the coaster system, the wheels. You see, the wheel bogie system is meant for coaster cars, not monorails, and they are quite small, meaning if you want a bigger train coach, you might not be able to negotiate the turns, if you still want to keep the coupling mechanism. Well, this designer tried to solve that issue by developing a completely different system to connect the cars, allowing the coaster buggy to be separate from the coupling mechanism and make the cars larger, using wheels on the side much like real-life monorails for the motors. The model features a fantastic color scheme reminiscent of the original monorail. It's also able to go uphill and it can be motorized. How? This is the engine chassis for the small locomotive, which has a small model that will operate on the coaster track system. You can see the wheels on the side here, which will make the train run. To mount the engine on the track, you do have to detach a track section and slide the motor onto it from one end to another. Overall, this is a great model for those that want to get started and not waste a lot of money. In my opinion, I would maybe experiment with this by not buying a motor and just pushing and pulling the train by hand. Then we have mock classic Space Monorail. This model is a stunning reimagination of the classic LEGO Space Monorail, built in the iconic blue and grey color scheme with trans yellow cockpit. The color scheme is more inspired by early space LEGO rather than the Futuron of the monorail. It features a sleek modular design with a front and rear cockpit for the pilots. Connected by articulated passenger or cargo sections, the attention to detail, such as the space-themed decals, vein-like paneling, and intricate mechanical components, pays homage to the nostalgic 1980s LEGO space era. However, I don't think this model can turn. Then we have mock monorail connection. This is a simple model, but it showcases a new buggy type system that you could replicate at home. They could replace the coaster cars and still work on monorail trains. This technique is not perfect, but in terms of inspiration I think it works well. So here's the controversial part of the video, why I won't be building a monorail in my LEGO city. Okay, so when we think about bringing this LEGO town to life, storytelling is key, right? I really want to capture the slightly older classic feel. I think charming European city with a colonial twist. Even if the city is set in modern times, it has a lot of history, castles, historic churches, trolley, trams, so a monorail doesn't fit in exactly. Now, you might be looking at the layout and thinking, hey, that's not a lot of space there. And you'll be totally right. Space is definitely at a premium in this city. We're trying to pack a lot of detail and life into a relatively compact area. I know, monorails are cool, futuristic and undeniably LEGO-ish, but for this city, for this story, it doesn't fit in. We're going for the vintage, slightly grounded aesthetic. A sleek modern monorail would completely clash with the old school trams and the overhaul atmosphere we're trying to create. Plus, let's be honest, monorails take up a lot of space, and as we just established, space is not our friend here. We need to keep things relatively low profile to maximize the townscape and keep that cozy, dense urban feel. There is one small exception, Legoland. While I'm currently not planning a monorail here, it is not an impossible feat, but no promises. So while I appreciate the futuristic appeal of monorails, and maybe in another layout, another time, or even at a certain airport, for these cities it's trams all the way. Think of it as a stylistic choice, a commitment to the story we're telling, and to be frank, I think it's going to make this LEGO town even more unique and charming in the long run. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Are you team tram or team monorail? Or maybe both? However, there is another way to build a LEGO train monorail in 2025. Want something closer to the real deal? Companies like 4D Bricks make LEGO compatible monorail tracks, straight sections, curves, ramps, you name it. Pair these with your own LEGO bricks to build the train and you've got a setup that feels like the monorail reborn. Seriously, these guys are doing amazing things for LEGO Monorail fans. They make LEGO compatible monorail tracks, and I'm not just talking straight bits. They make curves, ramps, all sorts of pieces you need to build a proper dynamic monorail system. However, it's not perfect. These are 3D printed. LEGO uses molding for the pieces, and while I'm something of a 3D printing enthusiast myself, I must showcase some of its shortcomings. It's not going to be the same as molding bricks, and that's okay. You have to be aware of that, specifically if it's your first experience with 3D printing. There are some slight imperfections which are a result of the process, not of the creators. Also, buying this is a bit hard. You need to go to third parties. Your best option would be to print them yourself at home. However, I think the benefits outweigh the negatives. You can design and build your own monorail trains exactly how you want them and run them on these much realistic looking tracks. Honestly, if you pair these 4D bricks tracks with your own LEGO creations, you've basically got a setup that feels like the Airport Shuttle reborn, but even better, it's yours. While it's not perfect, it's a good alternative in 2025. Alright, LEGO Monorail fans, there you have it. Hopefully this video has shown you that even though official LEGO Monorail sets are rare and expensive, the dream of building your own LEGO Monorail in 2025 is doable. You just have to put the work. Now, if you want to see even more LEGO trains, I have just a thing for you. Click this video on the screen right now.